Hey guys, what's up? If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Indigo, and clearly my surroundings have changed yet again, and that's because your girl is back home. Um, so much has happened, like literally so much has happened since the last time I was here. The biggest thing being, I accomplished what I went to Thailand for, which honestly, that within itself is that's a beautiful thing. And I kind of want to just talk about it because my origin points for, why I find myself where or why I was making all the decisions that I have been making up until this point is not exactly what I thought it was. Because for so long, I felt that I got into all of this mess because I decided to follow my mom rather than me going forward and just, living my life. And while that had a little bit to do with it, the overarching thing and like the big thing that I did was I gave myself away. Or I'm sorry, I didn't give myself away, but I I gave my voice away. How, you might ask, did I do this? Well, I did this because when I was 23, I found out some rather, I won't even call it shocking because it's not shocking. Like, I had already known these things about this person. And I'm trying to say this in a way that comes off diplomatic. And I feel like there is no way to do that. So I'm just going to tell you guys like what it is. But when I was 23, I made the decision to move with my dad. And a part of it was for stability reasons. But the overarching reason that I went was because I wanted to know whether or not everything that my mother had told me about him growing up was the truth. Not that I believe that she would lie to me, but I just, you know how you just want to know things for yourself. And that's what it was for me. And I moved there, and within like 3 or 4 weeks, I hadn't even been there a month yet. And I found out that he was still up to the same shit that he was up to when he was married to her. And I found out about this, and I actually ended up, and I talked to some other people that were around me about, what had happened, because I felt like I needed to share this information with the people that it was affecting. And everybody that I talked to about it told me not to say anything. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Like, I talked to some of my aunts and uncles about it. I talked to my mom about it. They all said, don't say anything. And in my heart, that was not, like, to me, that wasn't what I thought was the right thing to do. I felt like I should share. But, in my head, I'm thinking, well, they're a little bit older than me, so they understand the nature of people maybe a little bit better. I'm going to take their advice. And despite everything in me telling me to just say it, I held on to it, and I held on to it for years. So much so that every time I tried to build anything for myself, it did not stand, it did not last. And so I had to I had to really like take a step back. And that's why I went to Thailand and be like, yo, what is it about everything that I'm trying to build for myself that's not working? Why am I constantly running into the same issues over and over and over again? I gave myself up. I gave myself away. I chose other people and their comfortability and, their beliefs over my own natural sense of self and what's right and wrong. I essentially was trying to build a life on the values and standards of other people. And it never worked. And in me doing that, in me choosing what they believed was, the right thing to do in the situation, I essentially silenced myself. I bound my own voice, and I had been operating from this place of half truths the entire, 8, 9 years that I was going through this cycle. And so here I am trying to figure out, what's wrong and why I'm doing all this. That's the issue. That's the issue. And so it's so funny. I actually, like, when I left, or not even say when I left, but right towards the end of my time in Thailand, I really began to like just think about that. Like, why am I afraid to use my voice? And that's what it was. Because in my head, if I share this information, even though, it's everything is telling me that it's right, and it's the just thing to do, and da 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 da. There was also a part of me that felt like I wasn't going to be believed, because I'm looking at the stories of these other people who, they might have shared this information and they weren't believed in the situation, or they might have been hindered, but not even hindered, but they lost out on that particular relationship with that person because they shared this information, not knowing that that is their story and that has absolutely nothing to do with me. And, me essentially intertwining a lot of who I am with other people, yet again, giving up parts of myself. And so I had to recognize, and I'm so glad that I recognized this while I was there, is that there's way more of other people that I've taken on than just like this Christian identity. It had, like, that was a part of it, but there was also their senses of right and wrong, their ideas of how I am to carry myself, how I am to speak. What is the right career for me? There are all of these different ways and all these different things that I had taken on and that weren't me. This is me. Sharing myself with you guys is me. Me speaking. That is who I am. Me telling you guys these truths. Me sharing with you guys all this information. Like, that's me. That is what makes me comfortable. It's what makes me happy and where I feel free. And I lost that for so long until now. And like, when I say it's speaking is a joy. This is one of the easiest. This is probably the easiest video I have ever recorded in my life. I literally turn it on and press record, and this stuff is just pouring out of me because this is who I am. I am a truth teller. I am an illuminator. I am to light the way for others. And even when it is hard things, like, I've never shied away from the hard conversations. I've never shied away from the difficulties in life. And for a while I gave that up. But I got it back when I was in Thailand, so much so that when I came back home, the very first stop I made was to go and let these people know, like, hey, I've been holding on to all this information from way back when. You deserve to know. I deserve to be free. How can I share, like, and I want, not how can I, but I'm coming to you to share this information, to let you know what I did, why I did it, and to hopefully be able to forge a path forward so that we can all heal and grow from this experience. I didn't deserve to be, I didn't deserve to be saddled with this secret, with this information, and you didn't deserve to not know all of this. You didn't. And so I laid those burdens down. And when I say the level of freedom, the level of connection, the level of peace that came over me after sharing is unmatched. It's honestly top tier. And I'm so excited to speak. I'm excited to share. I'm excited to tell my story and to tell the truth, to share all of these different messages that I've been getting, with you guys, to share all of my knowledge and my information. Like, I have gone through some shit in my life, and if I can help anybody to avoid these pitfalls, then that's exactly what I want to do. And so, yeah, I say all of that to say I don't even really know if there is like a main point. I guess it would be this. Please tell the truth. If you know something, say something. Like, seriously, if you see something, say something. Because it always boggles my mind how people are so keen on keeping secrets and like, oh, I found this out about somebody, but I'm not going to say anything because that's not my business and da 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 da. Technically, it is like your business if this information is being eliminated to you. Like, there's a reason why the Most High shows us things and why we become privy to particular information. So if you see something, say something. Like, and I don't understand why that's such a difficult concept for people. If you knew somebody was out here touching on children, would you not say something? Why does it make it like, why is it any different when it comes to, let's just say, theft or infidelity? Why would it be different then? It's not. It's the same fucking concept. You know something, so you should say something. So yeah, that is it. That is all. I hope you guys are ready, because when I say the way these messages have been pouring in for me, I don't even know if I would say messages, more so just like me really beginning to actually, I've opened up to you guys a lot, but like giving you guys an even deeper sneak peek into the recesses of my mind and like how I like see and view the world. Not that I think that I have just like the most insightful perspective, but I feel like there's never a reason to not get a different perspective from something, you know? And if I can help somebody by even giving you just a small way to look at something differently, then that's what I want to do. So thank you guys so much for being here. Everybody who still, you know, shows up even, and who still continues to show up even through all my inconsistency. I so appreciate you guys. It has been a journey for me to get to this point, but I do believe that I have cracked the code and I am beginning to operate in different ways. So with that, I hope you will please stick around for the journey. Like, it's about to get interesting. It's about to get very interesting. So yeah, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. It helps me out so much in this wonderful world of YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more from me. I am here. And I'll be here a lot. Yeah, I'm here and I'm ready to share like more than ever before. So yeah, follow me on all my social media. I'll have those things linked down below, and definitely check out my Etsy page, y'all. I had to adjust my mic real quick, but y'all, why did I come back home and literally hadn't even been back in a place where I could like create my butters and stuff, and I got an order. My very first order on my Etsy page that is not my, like, somebody in my family, and that was like so exciting to me. So if you are that person who ordered with me, thank you so much for your order. I greatly appreciate it. You should have received your butter by now, because I definitely sent it out a couple of days ago. But yeah, if you guys are looking for anything to moisturize your skin, that is how I get this beautiful glow that you see here. Definitely check out my Etsy shop. I will have that link down below. And yeah, that's it. That's all the things. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day or night whenever you choose to watch this. And I will see you guys tomorrow, because yeah, we got some shit to talk about. Yeah. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.